Welcome. This is Kabzeel AGM 2026, and I'm glad that you are here. We are going to be learning, unlearning, and relearning today. Are you happy to be here? I'm not seeing the excitement. Are you happy to be here? Are you sure? Are you sure? You are not sure. There's a way people that are sure, there's a way they talk. You know, when you are sure of something, there's a way you say it. Are you sure you're happy to be here? All right, so we are going to go into our first keynote session. So with a standing ovation, with a standing clapping ovation. No, wait. You should wait. Don't bribe me. This is bribery and corruption. Don't bribe me yet. Right now, we are all on our feet. So with a clapping ovation, can we invite our CIO, Architect Folasiji Bomi-Daniels?
Thank you. Please, can you do me one quick favor? I always love to give glory to God, so you're going to do it louder. And to show that we're doing it to God, you put your hands above your head, and then we're going to give you that clap again. 1 to go. All right. Thank you. Okay, so welcome someone beside you and take your seat majestically. Today is a good day. I'm particularly excited because of Outbox graduates that are here. Do we have Outbox graduates in the house? Yes. A lot of you may wear suits, but some people have sashes to differentiate them. So it's good to see you. You're welcome. This is the Kabzeel AGM. And so many things are in store for us today. So I want to quickly just have an introductory session to let you know what to expect. Now, so an usher, please. I'm hearing feedback from this side. You need to tell people there. Kabzeel is a faith-based organization. And when we say faith, we mean the Christian faith. But we welcome everybody nonetheless, because we talk about the principles of wealth creation, wealth management, and wealth preservation. Can we hear me okay? Can everyone confirm that you can hear me good? All right, so this year, so that means we have intelligence, but we had to our natural intelligence, we had spiritual intelligence. This year, we're having a family conversation, and I'm taking 3 sessions. This is keynote session 1. I don't have my countdown. I don't have my timer there. Please, can we have the timer up and running so that I don't preach an everlasting message, yeah? And for this first session, I'm going to show you some of our practice, our protocols. So the first thing I want us to do together is to take a video selfie together. Media guys, you can do your own. So when we say hello from the worldly place, your response is hi from the worldly place. Is that okay? So we can do it twice because I will use one with my phone and they may not like that one, but I want my own record. You don't mind, Abin? So I'll do, it's a selfie, hello from the worldly place, and we'll all respond. What's the response? All right. Hello from the worldly place. All right, thank you. Are you guys cool or you want them to do it again? You're good? Okay, you're good. I suspected that they will want their own version. Okay, so want to greet everyone. Let me know when you're ready. You're ready? Hello from the worldly place. All right, so I'm taking 3 sessions. Session 1, we're doing an introduction to wealth. Some people think wealth is only about money. Session 2, I'm now talking about the theme of this meeting, the wealth of nations. Then session 3, we'll then talk about our wealth creation community. Why are we Kabzeel? Why do we do what we do? Why Why are we interested in students? Why are we interested in the younger generations? Why do we talk about the generations plan? What are the different things that we do? So I'm going straight to who we are. Now, Kabzeel is a word in scripture, and it means God gathers. It's a border town. There are different things around it that are the inner level. I don't see my slide up there. My slide should already be here. I've already moved 2 pages now, and I would definitely not be looking back at you guys. So Kabzeel is a border town in scripture. Do you guys want me to wait for you? I'm going to count down from 10. I'll do from 20 to do you one better. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 15. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Please put your hands together for them. All right. Last year I forgot. But this year I told myself not to forget. Now, I would like to celebrate every member of the team who has labored behind the scenes. Some of them slept anyhow. They found themselves sleeping on the chair, different places just to get today up and running. And I would like to mention just one person to start, who is the person coordinating, that's been coordinating everybody. That's my Oga at the top. So at work, I have only one Oga, aside our main Oga at the top in the heavens. I only have one Oga on the earth, and that's our AGM chairman. Please can we all rise and honor AGM chairman? We celebrate you, ma. She's turning her back, but that's the AGM chairman. She's no other than my wife, Bomi-Daniels. All right, please, let's sit down. So that when I ask for extra meat, there won't be any problem at home. Okay, so can we go into it? Now, next thing I want to say is, how do you maximize this meeting? There are 3 things I want you to do. First, come with an open mind. Come to learn. The next, interact with people, because what you learn from people sometimes will take you farther on your journey. If you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go with others. If you want to go fast and far, you go with others who are like-minded. Do you understand? So you yoke 2 animals together to gain speed, to gain traction, because one will chase 1,000, 2 will do what? Put 10,000 to. That is 2 good people. So you look for people who are like-minded, and that's why we gather here, and that's why we do what we do. Do we understand? So let's go straight to it. Now, when we say wealth, there are 5 main areas of wealth. And I want you to understand it and put it. I'll keep repeating it, saying it over and over and over again. There are 5 main areas of wealth. Number 1 is spiritual wealth. So you can stay on the... I don't understand what is happening with these people here. I'm not going to follow and be doing this with you. We've done hello from the wealthy place. Have we talked about who we are? We've talked about that scriptures where Kabzeel can be found. Have I talked about how to maximize the meeting? So media people, you are going to play catch up. I'm not going to keep looking back at you. There are 5 areas of wealth. This is where we are. Now, number 1 is spiritual. Number 2 is psychological. So you stay there and you just try and follow with me. Number 3 is physical. Number 4, relational. Number 5, financial. So if you look at this, from the 5 that I just mentioned, which one deals with money? Financial. And that financial, it's important, but it is at the lowest rank of it. Some people only consider wealth when you only consider money. That, some people, once you have money, you are made in life. No, there are certain things money cannot do for you. Just before this session, we had a session. Do you know what that session is called? The physical session. Do you know why that session is important? Because, let me ask anyone here. If I give you $1 million right now, will you take it? Talk back to me now. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Even in Naira, that's a lot of money. If I give you $1 million, even if it's $1 million Naira, gift not gift. It's unless they give you 10 Naira that cannot buy pure water, they'll be like, this person, what are you giving to me? If I give you even 1K, you will collect it. At all. But if they give you $1 million and they tell you you have only 24 hours to spend it, after 24 hours they'll kill you, would you take it? Talk back to me. It then shows you that your next 24 hours is more important to you than $1 million. Do you get what I'm saying? But you don't see it like that. You don't value it like that. Because once there is life, there is hope. So there are 5 key areas. Now, the first area is the spiritual realm. And that spiritual realm, people don't pay attention to it. Because you see, in the game of numbers, everybody is using something. If you are not using something, somebody is using something against you. Do you understand what I'm saying? The woman that sells food wakes up and then goes and then prays to whatever she believes in to drag you, that the hunger that is driving you will drive you to her shop. Do you understand what I'm saying? So everybody is using something. In the spiritual realm, the spiritual realm exists just like the physical realm exists. And in that realm, they do trading. They trade in the attention span of people. That's why social media is a good media. They train in the souls of men. I can't go core and into some of those details, but there are also spiritual identities, spiritual markers that show you are rich, that show you are wealthy, rather. For instance, I'll give you some. Speed. Do you know what speed is? Supernatural speed is a token of the supernatural realm. People don't pay attention to it. Another example of wealth in the spiritual realm is favor. Another one is called the blessing. These are tokens of the supernatural realm or the spiritual realm. Let me give you examples of the supernatural realm and what it can do for you. Now, if somebody has speed, you will see that that person does certain things fast. Things just seem to happen fast for the person. Other people, how many of you were jam by jam, or they've removed jam and post-jam by the time you were there? You see the person in primary school, he will be the first. He will go to secondary school fast. When it's time for jam, he will pass fast. The person has speed working for him. It could be occasion to his mother's prayer. Are you with me? He has speed, but the person may not have favor. So while the person is doing very well, nobody likes him. And because he does not have favor, certain things will just not happen to him. He will not have good relational health. Do you understand what I'm saying? The spiritual realm and the commodities, they are real. That is the first token of wealth. Finances is the last. It's not the first thing you need to pay attention to. Because there is a realm that God governs this realm. And that's the spiritual realm. I may come back to it. The next one is what? Talk back to me now. Psychological realm. That is the realm that deals with ideologies, with ideas, with belief systems. Can I ask you, why are you going to school? How many of you are still students here? Beautiful, beautiful. I'm also still a student. Why are you going to school? No, give me an answer. Even chorus it. To learn. Why do you want to learn? To make money, thank you. In school, you are in university now. Now, you may have gone to Jelosimi. You would have gone to primary school, nursery school, primary school. Definitely secondary school. Depending, some people may have done A-levels. You then came to university. What are you studying, sir? Civil engineering. Oh, we are close. I did architecture. Now, I spent 22 years trying to become an architect. I don't know about your class or your course, but in my course, they didn't teach me how to make money. Did they teach you how to make money? If you are doing courses, you want to become an architect, they will teach you how to become someone that can build for others. Do you get what I'm saying? They will teach you, you have options of highway, you have structures, you have different civil options. In those options, they are teaching you so that you can go and be looking for contracts. Not so that you can be the one that people are coming to give money to do contracts. Do you get what I'm saying? That, this person, he has an excellent business. We need to patronize him. You will use cement, Abi? Are you the one making the cement? Are you making money from the cement? No, unless you begin to do different things. Actually, you are only taught to design. You are not taught the business about civil. Do you get what I'm saying here? There is an ideology that brought that in. Do you know that the rich people of the earth, they don't send their children to the same schools that you and I go to? They have packaged information for them. And there are 3 things that they teach their children that they don't teach us. They teach their children leadership. Leadership is a core course not taught anymore. They teach their children entrepreneurship and money. The final thing is they teach them relationship. In those relationships, they teach them languages. So you see a wealthy person can speak 3 to 4 languages. Why? You see, Chinese, they are struggling. They have their strong Chinese name, but it will now be Jim Hua. It could be John something. They are putting English. Why? Because the way they are thinking and the way they are programming their children is so that they can literally sell to the world. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the reason why we do this, why we do our finance boot camps across different schools, is so that you can know that there are different ideologies. Our education system was set up so that we can have a loyal army of soldiers and workers. Because if you work, how many of you want to get employed in Dangote refinery? It's a good job. Don't raise your hand. Don't put your hand up because I'm saying it now. When we were graduating, Shell was the thing. Now tech is the thing. Are you with me? Everybody, you aspire and perspire to get there. But why don't you want to be the one that will create Shell? Why don't you want to be the one that will create a Shell or a Dangote refinery? Sorry, do you need this? Can somebody Google for me what did Dangote study? Search it out right now. What did Dangote study? Elon Musk, another person. This row, Dangote, what did Dangote study? This row, what did Elon Musk study? This row, Otedola. Have you read this book? I shocked when I saw that the guy dropped out of school, did not go to school. I'm saying they do it abroad. All Mark Zuckerberg, Microsoft, Bill Gates, they are dropping out of school abroad. In Nigeria too, they are dropping out of school and they say don't drop out of school. Otedola's father was a governor. Is your father a governor? Otedola's father borrowed him 250k USD. Can your father borrow you 50k USD to go and start one? Don't copy people without knowing the context, the location, and the situation surrounding it. Are we together? Facebook dropped out because you already had idea. You better face your book and leave Facebook until you have your own idea, but then first finish school. But you see, within the physiological words that we're talking about, pension is a system that was created to manage people. When pension was invented, it's an ideology that is governing what people do. So you go and work for 30 years and you wait for pension that will now be a tension and will not be able to carry you home. While you were working, your take home could not take you home. At the end of your pension life, now the pension is now tensioning the remaining that is left. Now, you see, when I'm talking like this, I'm not talking theory. I worked with the Nigerian government for 15 years and I voluntarily retired. Don't try and calculate my age, I can tell you. So I started working while I was in university, not secondary school. Yes, I did some work immediately after secondary school. I started teaching primary 3 from after I graduated from secondary school. So I've been working for a long while. I was 15 then when I started teaching primary 3. Because, they say some people were born with silver spoon. Some were born with golden spoon. Some plastic spoon. Some were born with wooden spoon. In my own thought, the spoon don't finish. So there was no spoon remaining for us to be born with. So we, or you die, literally. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I can tell you, having retired, bosses after me, I know somebody. That's pension. Having earned at least 8 to 10 times that, how will you survive? But that's an ideology that will keep people. Because when pension was created, they believe people would die. The third wealth, what's the third one? Talk to me, what's the third one? Physical wealth. Physical wealth is the tangible realm. That deals with the tangible realm. The reason why you came for a conference like this and we're telling you to do this, it's not because ole goke ole so. It's because if you have money, your mind is okay, but your body is not working, you will go to heaven. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your body needs to function on this earth. Your body is the access gateway for you to function here. And you need to live a long and healthy life. So you cannot live only on junks and expect to be among the best. You must live a healthy life, which includes exercise and walking. So that is why every AGM, we must ensure that while we are addressing spiritual, we started with prayer. This that you are hearing is addressing your psyche, psychological. We also have things addressing your health. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you must ensure that you discipline yourself to live a disciplined life, and it must affect your physical health. Are we together, please? All right. Now, it also then includes assets, physical, tangible assets. The psychological realm includes intellectual properties, your ideas, your abilities, the things you think. The physical health includes lands, titles that you can get. Are these people showing it at all, or you are just following by the Spirit? The slides, is it coming up at any time? It's supposed to be there, so they'll show it up. Now, what's number 4? So let's start from the beginning. How many components are there to wealth? 5. What's number 1? Spiritual. What's number 2? What's number 3? Well, now we're number 4. What's number 4? Relational. Okay. Now, relational health then, great, is the social realm. It is the realm that deals with people. Believe me, you don't want to have spiritual health, psychological health, physical health, and not have people. One proof that a king is that he has subjects. One proof that you're a good person is that you have friends. If you are a person that everybody hates you, everywhere you go, the person has a problem with you. This one has a problem with you. Now, you should check. Once it is 3, 4, 5, you are the one that has a problem. You must be someone who is worthy to be a friend. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, it is important that you have good relationships. You must be deliberate to have good relationships. For instance, I have relationships spanning 20 years, spanning more than half my life. Do you understand? And relationships that we have kept and we are still in good terms. Does not mean we see eye to eye. We are not the same height now. For us to see eye to eye, we have to exactly be at the same height. Thankfully, I'm in between. Some people are taller than me. I'm taller than some people. So I also believe that if you are taller than me, you are too tall. Shorter than me, you are too short. Everybody is perfect. So that thing works for everybody. If you are, I have like a special partner. You know who I'm talking about. Sometimes I like to do this. She's not within where I can see her right now. Okay. So one of the things in relational wealth is a good name. Do you understand? Let me give you an example of a good name. Imagine you want to go to anywhere in redemption camp, and you have a note from the card signed by Baba Adeboye. Please, what do you do anytime you show that note? What happens? Doors open. Even if you show me that note, I can bless you. Do you understand? Just showing me. Do you get it? Do you know that with that note alone, you can begin to get money? Because it's a good name. I have a mentor. And this is the part where I can tell you my age. I'll be 40 this year, so this year go loud. My friend is also... Thank you. I hope my wife is not here. She doesn't like me telling people my age so much, but me, it's a number. So my friend I was talking about was my best friend, became my best man, and then he handed over to my wife. He was also 42 days ago. So I like to tell him that we're age mates. Yours is January, mine is November. What's your stress? Calm down. So I was born, what year then? You don't like maths. What year was I born? 1986. Now, we started farming oil palm because I met a man. The man said, before I met the man, we used to farm, we had 4 acres. Do you know what 4 acres is? 4 acres, 1 acre is 6 plots. 4 acres is how many plots? 24. We felt large with the 4 acres. He had a spring, as it was nice. We took our community members, 2021, come and see. Then I met a man, and he said, if you want to don't do simple crops, do cash crops. And then the minimum you must do is 50 acres. Do you know what happened to my imagination just from hearing that? Do you know what happened to me? I got information. Now, the man then told me he started going to the farm when he finished NYSC. And he started going to the farm in 1986. Why did I tell you my age? So the way I tell him is this. He has my lifetime of existence as his lifetime of experience. So every time I go to him, you see, I never go to him empty-handed, but I never come back empty-handed. I don't come back with material things. But the information that I come back with, wallahi, anybody that wants to go and... A lot of people are doing oil palm farming. Before you get to where I am, before I plant, I am already 40 years in the journey. I met commissioner because I followed this man, and this man just took me by hand. Nobody, Gatesman cannot stop me. Nobody can stop me. He just took me, this is my guy, this is my guy, this is my guy. You know what that does? Can I buy that with money? Quantify how much I will pay before I want to meet commissioner. Do you get me? A good name. I can offend anybody. That's the way I am. You know I'm from, sorry if you are from Ondo, they say Ondo Buru, but if you are in Christ, you are not Buru. No, it's Ondo. Well, I'm from Ijebu. They say Ijebu Lao, but I'm not. See what I'm doing. Do you understand? You see, I have never called him to ask him for money. That's a mistake a lot of people make. They connect with something, the next thing, can I get urgent 2K? That's how your life be. You are reducing a relationship down to a token. If you get that urgent 2K, you have lost out on a future. I still called him this year. I went to see him this year. Of course, when I go, I don't go how? Empty-handed. I went to see him this year. And so when I send a message, sir, can I talk to you? Sometimes he will call back. Do you get what I'm saying? This man, when I met him, he had 1,800 acres of oil palm. As at this year, he has 5,000 acres of oil palm. They do billions in revenue. So, when I tell you that this thing can work, I went there with my team members. And there's nobody that has... In fact, I can't go there with the community. There's nobody that you see it. What I tell people is that if you come here and you don't catch the vision, you can't catch it again for life. Do you understand? I was talking to the man. The man his company built a school for the neighborhood. I was talking to him. You don't do social media. Why don't you post some of these things? And they might give you some grants. He looked at me and he smiled. And he said, for what? What will he need the grant money for? Even in USD, they make millions in revenue. Do you understand? How did I get access? Relationship. Some of you are sitting with people that will potentially be governors. Maybe 2040, maybe 2050. It may not be governor over a state. It may be better, it may be CBN governor. But Bouton, you have looked at him and concluded that he has no future. Because you are judging him based on today. Sisters, can I talk to you? You better judge from the spirit. Sorry, it applies to you brothers. It also applies to you brothers. You better turn from the spirit. You say you want somebody that is figure eight. So you are looking for somebody that is skinny. You don't know that everybody has potential after 2 children to change. You better judge by the spirit. Are we together? You say that this one is only book. This one is not going to do any other thing. You better judge by the word. What is the first component of wealth? If you don't have spiritual wealth, every other thing you are doing, you are joking. For example, I can give you another example of spiritual wealth. Imagine there are 2 generations. I won't use the example because somebody that will be on that other example may not like it. Generation A is from the lineage of Babalola. Generation B is from the lineage of Babalawo. There are 2 people. They may be going to the same school. I finished from Ibogun undergrad. So they may be going to the same Ibogun. But I tell you, both of their names start from Baba. But it's different Baba. One is Babalola. When I say Babalola, I mean Joseph Ayo Babalola. One is Babalawo. So one can be 5 years. They have donated all your future children to idols. One has donated all his children to God. And then both of you now meet in class. You say that we are classmates. You are classmates. You are not grace mates. See, one cannot even, the one from Babalola generation, he cannot even be serious with God yet. But he is already like 10 or 20 or 30 steps ahead of you. Because I tell you, Jacob did not seek God. It was God that came to meet me. I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, Because if your father has secured something by covenant, you only get it by inheritance, no struggles. Do you know the meaning of inheritance? That somebody has done a labor and said, everything, take. So you can come into one day the labors of 10 generations. And then somebody, you are saying, but me, I'm brilliant. But you are lineage of Babalawo. You are generation, hey, you are Abraham. If you are like Abraham, you are like me. You are beginning to dig. You are digging. You better dig and not compare people that are Babalola that already have spring. They're already on 10th floor. They have elevator and lift in their house. You are climbing stairs. And you are saying we are going to this. Oh, you are not going to the same place. So you may be going to the same place, but this one will get there faster than you, and it's not a course. What do you need to do? You need to begin to dig your own well and be consistent with it, because you know you have an individual destiny and you have a lineage to give. So the way I say it is that wealth may not have come to me, but it will come from me. You must be the responsible generation. They don't teach these things in school deliberately, because if they teach it in school, who will go and work in the factory? But I tell you, even the scripture says, the rich and the poor, the Lord made them both. But you know the part I like? It did not say the Lord made them so. There are people that will be poor. Why? Want to boo everybody. One, relational wealth. That means they've abused everybody. They have no relational wealth. They've also insulted the school system. They've not committed to learning. They have no psychological wealth. They are also not close to God. They have no spiritual wealth. Everybody is just playing them left, right, center. And there are people like that. And now God bless them. They are not adding sure bets and two bets and all of those things to their life. They have put everything together, and they are now borrowing against their future. That don't worry, my children will pay. You don't know there are people like that. Wait, when a woman or a family goes to meet a God and says, on behalf of me and my children, you don't know they do that. That everybody in this family, we would always worship this. You now come and you think that you can just be fine. But I did not meet devil. I did not fight devil. You may not fight evil, but evil is fighting you. Because you are in a world that is spiritual, not just natural. We have come back to the spiritual realm. Believe me, if you go to a seminar and they're only telling you about money, how to make money, believe me, you can make all the money and lose all the money. If you don't have the other things that can help it to last. Are we together, please? All right. I'm not sure we can finish today. What's the next one? Financial wealth. This is the part that people know. This is the part that deals with money. This is the part that deals with tangible things. This is the part that deals with currency. Do you know why they call it currency? Because it is like a current. It flows. Money is always flowing. Did you guys come here today? You are here. Did you trek down? No. How did you come? Because a bus is available and you came in. Are you here naked? No. You are clothed. How did you get that clothes? Even if you didn't buy it, even if you bought it as hand-me-down, money has flown. Do you understand? So some people do not understand the laws of money, and it is deliberately kept that way, so that without understanding it, you can simply be manipulated against it. If I throw this mic up, what will happen? What if I pray, Father, you know I'm your son. I love you so much. You love me so much. Let me jump up from here and just hang. If I jump up from here and I do not have specific guarantees that God has said, at this time if you jump, you will not hang. You will not fall. If I jump up, what will happen? You guys don't like me. You tell me that I will fall. How do you mean? But I am telling you that I have faith that I will not fall. And you are telling me that I will fall. You mean I cannot just jump here and not fall? You are laughing. Nice. But do you realize there are people that are abusing laws and principles of wealth, and they are saying, no, it go better, it go better. You've been saying that since 2020, and this is 2026, it's never better. How long did it take to better? So the laws of money does not just respond to what you say without knowing what to do. It starts with first your understanding of the spiritual realm, of the things working in your favor, or the things that you need to address. How are we together, please? Then, for finances, there are several principles. I've talked about it, so I'll try and go into some of them. And the first law and principle of wealth creation is that you must be wealthy. What's the law of wealth creation? You know, it's funny. that to create wealth, you must already be wealthy. Now, I want to ask you a question. Based on everything that we have said thus far, what does it mean to be wealthy? So, you must be spiritually okay. Do you agree with me? You must be spiritually okay. What's the second thing? You must be psychologically okay. What's the third one? Physically okay. Because what good is it to you if you have a lot, but you cannot move out to enjoy it? Who likes cars? It's guys most likely, guys. You like cars. Are you serious? It's hard. Guys, yeah. It's guys that like cars. You know, that's the challenge with having a driver sometimes. It depends on the kind of car. You don't want to now get a Bentley and now be saying it's driver that will now be driving you all the time. And you don't want to get a Bentley and just keep it in Nigerian roads. You feel like you're punishing the car. I saw a Tesla yesterday and I'm like, in Nigeria, what are we doing? What are we? But the place where I saw it, I knew that there's lights here, so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So, you need to understand that wealth is governed by laws. And the first wealth is that you must be wealthy. Your physical health is important. Are we together? All right. So, how then do you become wealthy? Find and address those areas. Are you a believer? Know the God you are serving very well. Read your Bible. Pray every day. Prayer cannot be joked with. Do you understand me? Fasting, giving, all of those things. Your flesh does not want you to go to heaven. No? But you know the bad thing? The flesh is not following you there. But it wants to do everything to keep you here. The second thing is your psychological wealth. Your psychological wealth can be improved by you reading. By coming here today, you are doing things to improve your psychological health. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because of the kind of information they are doing. Have I told you to drop out of school? If you drop out and I catch you, if I catch you, because me, I did not drop out, I will not tell you to drop out. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you to add to that knowledge. That is how you can be wealthy. Now, some people buzz me on IG. I like what you do, this. How can I do these things? How can I be wealthy? How can I have all of this? And then I start with them. Read 50 books on finance. Watch 20 videos. Watch this. Those are things you need to do. I heard what I said, well, I have time to read books. In my mind, I just said, you're not ready. You cannot engage with books that can change your way you think. Books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad is too much. You know, I don't have so much of issues with people that are going to watch ball. Man U, I used to call it Leicester. You can't blame me. It's not Leicester, Abi. You know when I found out, it's when my friend came back from the UK and he said Leicester. Leicester Nikini is spelled Manchester, Leicester. But I can't blame them too. If we ask them to spell Songwater or to pronounce Songwater or Gomosho or Shokolokobo and Goshe, they say go anywhere. So they should not blame me. So I don't have issues with people who watch things like that. But what I'm saying is, if all your time is spent watching football and you cannot engage in a book, you cannot read a book, you cannot watch a video that can help you, then it's not enough. Do you understand? Because the way I like to say it, if you can get friends that you go and watch Liverpool, but when it comes to life and destiny, they cannot pull you, it's not enough. Do you get what I'm saying? So you must devote to building, to ensuring that you read. There are a lot of books. I can name Psychology of Money, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, School of Money, there are Pathway to Wealth. There are a lot of books that you can go read that can begin to show you some of this. Do you understand that? Watch conferences, listen again until you are sure. What's the next one? Physical, Abi? After psychological, physical, right? Okay. Exercise. Count your health, your number of steps that you're taking. What you eat is also important. Do you know you are what you eat? Because what you eat literally becomes part of your body. So if you eat junk, you are introducing junk to your system. What you eat, it's also very important. Those are part of things we'll talk later. Then relational, develop good friends. Be intentional about meeting people and be the kind of person that people want to be friends to. Commit to excellence. And the fifth is financial. If you begin to learn, you know that there are principles of savings, there are principles of investment, there are several things that you can begin to do. So I will go to the next one. The second principle of wealth creation is that it can be created. So the first principle is that you must be wealthy. There are 5 areas you must begin to address to be wealthy. The second principle is that it can be created. You must believe that it can be created. Don't believe that the system is rigged. It may be rigged, but all things work together for good. For those of us who love God. Do you understand? Others may say that it may not work for them, but when it comes to us, we open and the doors opens for us. Do you get it? Because we knock on doors until they open. You must have bold audacity. So I'm going to tell those of us who are community members how that there's an opportunity, that we had an opportunity with the Oyo State government, and they're ready to give us 500 acres, and it's very sweet, it's very nice. But you see, that did not come without bold face, without boldness, without being able to take opportunities. That, okay, we put it out there, we're looking for this, and we're not thinking small. You know, there are people that think, once I have one plot, and my family can move inside 1 2-bedroom, we are fine. If you begin to work on your psyche by reading books, by listening to right things, by being with people who can push you in the right path, if you begin to work on that, your mindset will begin to think. You will know that even though I can start with one plot, but my placenta is not buried in a plot. Say that in Yoruba. It sounds better in Yoruba, but don't let me say it in Yoruba. But I'll come back. It's not buried there. I can start from here and grow from here. Do you get? It's okay to start small, but it's not okay to think small. It's not okay to remain small. You must continue to grow. You must keep applying pressure in that direction. So for us to get the opportunity with Oyo, we applied to at least 3 state governments. Oyo was the first. In fact, now that I remember, 4. You keep showing up. The way I say it is keep sugar. Tell your neighbor, keep sugar. Tell another neighbor, keep sugar. Sugar means showing up gladly and repeatedly. So you keep showing up. You keep applying pressure every day in that direction of destiny. You keep showing up. All right. I want to take you now into what I call the wealth angles. Is it there on the screen, the wealth angles? Let me see if I can show you. Go back. Is it before? It should be before this. Before this. Yes, the wealth angles. So we came up with this, and the wealth angles show you how they all combine. If you have spiritual and psychological, you begin to have ideas. You begin to capture ideas. Kabzeel is an idea that was captured by God. I captured it in the place of prayer. See, guys, I'm very intelligent, but these things that we are doing is not run alone on intelligence. Do you understand? That's why I was praying, and God said there will be an opportunity in Ilaro, and people began to connect me, and we got opportunity. Somebody called, and then we got opportunity that, oh, there's another additional land here. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not just that Mola idea. It's spiritual wealth relating to psychological. If your spiritual wealth is connected to your physical wealth, you will begin to experience divine health. Do you get? Your natural health, when you take evil or deadly things, it will not hurt you. Hey, you know, there is this Yoruba saying that says Ogunlaye. It's not just Aye. The marketplace where business operates is really spiritual. So there are people that shake you and they have licked their mouth and say that everything, I've experienced it before. Literally, I saw the guy licking his mouth to talk to me, to give him money. So that you will just find they call it Iyonu, that you just find yourself happy and you are giving money that you did not intend to give. The opposite is favor. If all you have is because you worked with your hand, you're going to be a hard worker, hard-working laborer. My first car, gift. If I was going to work, I will work years. Do you understand? My first land, what is it? Gift. The first house, the only reason we did not move there, of course we did not complete it, is because it's in Aton. Is what again? You may wonder, Aton is not so far. But, I marry a... Hope she's not listening. No, focus. So, if all you have is because I collected salary, I use it to buy it, this one, and a good name cannot open doors for you. I've told you the opportunity I have with my mentor. We got property in Oyo. I wanted to call him. Sir, what do we need to do? This. When I needed people in NIFO, he said, this person's contact that supplies us. The mill that we are going to use, he told us the ones they produce in Nigeria is not very good. I'll give you the ones that they produce from Benin Republic. So you see us doing things. When to fertilize, what to use with fertilization, what to prepare. These things are not taught in school. Oh. There are people that graduated from Agric, but Agric has not passed through them because this is experience passing through. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we cannot wait until we can buy everything. Wait, if you wait until you buy everything, how long will you be able to afford a skyscraper? Until you can use your salary to buy a skyscraper. Do you understand me? Go and look at the highest earning people in Nigeria. If you consider it very well, there are still limitations. They earn some billions annually, but it's still major limitations. What they now do is they now convert those salary into investment opportunities where they can now buy stocks with it. So a lot of them, MTN CEO, Zenith Bank CEO, they convert that and now use it to buy stocks in their company that they can trade with. And that is why today I'm going to have session with our children and I'll be teaching them on stocks. So some of them are 10, some are 9, some are 8, some are 5. When you were 5, did anybody teach you about stocks? They just taught you that you must eat, go to school, pass. That is why we are the way we are. Do you understand? It is information that can transform your life. Oh. Without information, there is no transformation. So you need the right information. And some of this information has been hidden. So when all of that is connected together, that's when you have wealth. And then if you go back to the slide, you will see at the spiritual is the glory realm. At the second, which is the psychological and the physical, is the wisdom realm. You also see wisdom realm at the relational. And at the final one is the money realm. Those of us that are from church will understand that. Let's go straight to, I think my time is up, but you don't have a timer here. 5 more minutes. Okay, thank you. I'll try and run on. Oh, I can't finish. I have at least, how many here? 7 laws. So maybe I'll just take one. So somebody give me a number. Let me pick a number. Give me a number that I can pick. 7, 5. Oh, yeah, let's do 5 and 7. Oh, yeah, what's number 5? Go to number 5. Let's see number 5. Law 5 and law 7. No, go. You're still going. Law 5. All the way, we've passed this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. What's law 7? Go to 7. What's 7? Savings and investment. So, what's number 5 now? Volume. Volume is sweeter if we have built on it. I'll try and build on it. There's one law called the law of vision. What happened to me when I met my mentor in terms of land size? My eyes were opened. Abi? So, what you see determines what you experience. It's as far as you see. If you are unable to see, you won't be able to come into certain experiences. I'm able to right now position. When we went to the Oyo State government, we went to ask for 10,000 acres. Do you understand? Even they were shocked. They said, let's do pilots. They said, let's pilot with 500 acres. I said, no. It's too small for us. Then they had to adjust to 1,000 acres. But I said, we are not going to do this thing if we don't have opportunity to do 10,000. Do you understand? It is as far as you can see. I am not the same person that I used to be. Something has happened to me on the inside. It is because of those things that I can see that is determining the kind of life that we can live. What you see, what you know, will determine how far you can go. If you believe that you must exist for only yourself, you will live your life just that way. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you believe that you can make an impact, You will live your life knowing that my life is set for an impact. Now, the law of volume, which is where we are going, states that you can be fruitful and then you multiply. A lot of people stop at being fruitful. When you are fruitful, you have already produced results. Do you get? At that point, you have already demonstrated that this idea can work. Right now, Kabzeel is fruitful. We have a lot of clients, we have people, we have customers, we have people in, I can't count the number of geopolitical zones because I've not thought about it. We have people across Africa, we have people we don't have in South America, we have in Europe, we have in North America, we have clients, US, Canada, Sweden. Do you understand? But I'm not saying we are multiplying, no. We are just fruitful. That's level 1, where your idea has been tested and people can see that this thing works. The next step is to now multiply that idea. That same principle of fruitfulness, now begin to duplicate it. Because an idea is only a seed until it is planted. And when it is planted and it is given room to spread, that is the point when it begins to multiply. So you can build an app. As long as that app works, you are fruitful. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can have an app like MoneyPoint. Once you have been able to deploy it end to end and it works, is the app a success? Yes. Once you can run it as a user from end to end, it is fruitful. But you have not multiplied. Multiplication is how you now take it. And the key to multiplication is the law of volume. Now, to be fruitful, you can be a sole entrepreneur or a sole proprietor. You can be the one that it is my business. It is me, it is I. Do you get what I'm saying? That you are 100% owner of the business. That's fruitfulness. But to multiply, using the law of volume, there is no one that has the law of volume that owns 100% of everything except God. Even God is 3 in 1. He said, let us. Do you get what I'm saying? For you to multiply, you need to begin to diversify. You need to begin to invite people in. There are things I used to be the one to do when we started the cooperative. I was the one running, planning things down. But even at that place, I invited people. Right now, there are things I don't do anymore. Because we are now creating a system and a structure that can run out of it. Do you get what I'm saying? If all you have is you must do everything and you claim to be running a business, you are self-employed in your business. So I tell my team, I have no business running the business. I have business creating the business. Nobody will go and expand Oyo from 1,000 to 10,000 acres without me putting pressure in that area. But coming down, that we now have 1,000 acres, I now want to be the one to go and get tractor. I want to be the one to go and sit with seedlings. I want to be the one to begin to monitor that one. I cannot try to be El Shaddai because I don't want to die. So for it to multiply is the law of volume. I must have tested it once. Before we went into 4 acres, we started from 1 plot. At that point, I have pictures. I was the one carrying knapsack sprayer. And you know why I was doing it? I had already done my second master's. People were looking at me and was like, what's up with this guy? You know, it was during the heart of COVID. And people were wondering how COVID must have affected these guys. Or how they are now broke because of COVID. They didn't understand. But I remember doing videos and I'll say that this is a picture of the future. Back in that season. The reason I did that is so that when I have an employee and I tell them this is what you need to do, you cannot come and tell me that it cannot work. You don't understand. Shebi, your own is just to be pressing laptop. No, I didn't grow up just pressing laptop. I know how to do it. This is what works. Do you get it? So at that point, I need it. But at the time where it needs to multiply, right now, I don't even interface with them anymore. But I interface with people that interface with them. There are layers of structures you need to understand. There is a level of mindset that you will have that helps you run a sole proprietorship very well. You want to be a baker. You can bake for 50 people. Very well. So you're the one wondering about getting flour, your inventory. You're the one keeping your warehouse. You're the one keeping your customers. You're also the one running to IG. You go and do content today. You're a very good sole proprietor. But if you want to go into the law of volume, you now need to begin to think of retailing systems. You need to think of factory systems where you can produce. Do you get? At that point, you are no longer the worker. You are now the brain behind it. That's the law of volume. So whatever it is that God has given to your hand, it can grow and it must grow. But you must grow first. Because you are the peak at which your business can grow. Who determines the number of acres that we seek for. Talk back to me. I've told you. Who? If I don't believe, and where I am is I'm trusting God for 1 million acres. 1 million acres is bigger than the whole of Lagos. Sheba, I told you that something have happened to me. Even me, I know. Sorry, how many minutes do you have more? They say your time is up. I can't get you to the law of value. I hope you had fun. If you can continue, we'll continue next time. Thank you so much, everyone.